What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Saturday's edition of Crossover Athlete Insights. We are your co hosts, Joshua Shapiro and Joey Murray. On today's edition, we're going to talk a little more baseball. Tyler Glasnow recently traded to the Dodgers, as well as Max Scherzer with a big back injury, something that had just come out as of recently on recording this podcast. We'll dive deep into that here real soon. On top of that, we're going to get into a little Lakers hanging their in-season tournament championship banner. What are you doing? I don't get it, but we'll get in. You guys already know my take on that clearly, just hearing that. But we'll get into Joey's. And then Brandon Staley finally gets fired. I don't know how he hasn't been fired about 8 years ago, the way it seems. I know he hasn't been there that long, but you get my point. It's ridiculous. Finally, congrats to the Chargers and Justin Herbert on getting rid of him. And then lastly, we'll get into the fantasy football playoff push.
And congrats to whatever high school team gets Brandon Staley as their new head coach.
Bexley Lions could use somebody, I'm sure. He'd be a great addition. He could run the worst defensive play calls you've ever seen in your life.
And a lot of questionable fourth down decisions.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. I guess we'll start with Brandon Staley here because, like, he calls all the defensive plays, and they are. I mean, after Thursday's debacle, if you want to even give it that much credit, um, I would say they're arguably the worst defense in all of football, and he has good players, by the way. Like, you have Bosa's hurt, whatever, but even with him, they were bad. Khalil Mack, Derwin James. Who's the corner that's good? Um, from a couple years ago. Whatever. They got another corner that's pretty solid. Like it's not a bad defense. Like you paid Derwin a lot of money. He's a good player. And you still can't even make him look good.
They just look awful.
Terrible.
Like just massive plays every time, poor tackling.
Yeah.
And like it was the second quarter and the half was winding down. And Raiders were just running the ball. And like it just looked like the Chargers were not even trying out there.
Yeah.
Like the Raiders obviously had a second life to them, given what happened last week, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're scoring now." So
Yeah.
they're having a blast,
They
and
were
so they're really trying.
hmm
And the Chargers are the complete opposite. So I don't know if it was Abdullah or Zamir White broke off a run that like he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and just like it looked like Pacheco out there, and just like his determination.
hmm
And the Chargers were just like,
Yeah.
and he ended up getting 12 yards.
Yeah.
Like he just like started running around, and
Yeah. I
it was
think it
just
was Zamir White.
yeah.
And to put on to the Chargers defensive performance, as the great Zion Williams would say, it was very lackadaisical.
I sent you that,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
I saw it too before, but it's hilarious. And you sent it to the one with Kevin Garnett where he's saying,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what was Kevin
It
Garnett?
was like equivalent.
Oh, it was equivalent.
Uh,
Equivalent. Just like skip it. Like,
got a scratch on the
Russ should have
CD.
gone to college. Like
He's got a scratch on the CD.
it's all right. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
The meme literally said when Zion was saying it was like, "Bruh used every single muscle in his face to say lackadaisical." And he did. Well, like, at the end, he's like, "Oh, dude did not go to school at Duke. How do you get into Duke and you can't say lackadaisical?" So rigged. Whatever. That's so funny. Chargers uninspiring as all can be, though, seriously. Easton Stick did okay,
looked
but
good. No, he was besides the turnover,
yeah.
um, he looked good.
Yeah, I mean, I
He
wanna
threw for like close to 300 yards.
yeah, but, like, you gotta think when all that came at halftime, he was, like, 7 for 14 for, like, 95, and then you're down 40 at that point, so who cares?
I know, but like,
I'm just saying low
yeah,
pressure,
yeah,
not
I get that.
that's all.
Yeah,
So but in that, fine, he did okay.
yeah,
Josh Palmer, I think, is a stud,
he is a stud.
like, legitimate, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw like the game where he got the game to himself without Mike Williams.
Mhm.
He was going off, and like, well, not necessarily like fantasy wise going off, but just watching him run routes, and he has great hands,
Yeah. And he flies
and he
too, like
flies. He's a big dude,
mhm.
so
No, he's good. Where did he go to school?
I don't know.
Tennessee? Did we go over this already? I think it was Tennessee or
We
somewhere
never
around
went over it. I'm not sure.
a while ago because we went over his height, remember? Like,
No,
many, many pods
I
ago.
don't think we ever talked about it.
Yeah, we did. I swear we did because you loved him.
Yeah,
He did go to Tennessee. I told you we did this. Knew it. I knew it. Yeah, he's a stud, though. I really like him. I think I mean, you could have not paid Mike Williams and just let Palmer run out there at this I mean, who knows? Who
yeah,
would have thought that he gets hurt?
yeah.
Everybody probably, but it is what it is. Yeah, Brandon Staley, good riddance as a Justin Herbert manager. I know he's out for the season, but just in general, uh, very happy to see him go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. He's a bum. Uh, all right, let's go baseball.
All right.
All right, Tyler Glasnow to the Dodgers. Him and another player and a couple prospects going to Tampa Bay. Uh, uh, dude, who beats the Dodgers? Seriously.
I think Braves and maybe the Rangers,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're
but
good.
like
It's just insane. I don't even. How is anybody even going to compete with it? Seriously.
I don't know. I'm going through all the teams right that just
Doesn't who else? It's unbelievable. Like, you're talking
Mets if they can figure out how to play like put
yeah,
together
I just
a
never
good
trust
baseball
them.
team.
They're like the Cowboys. Like, I just don't trust them
Yeah.
ever when it comes to that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to think here. Like, you literally have Freddie Freeman's like one of the best hitters in baseball.
Mhm.
Mookie's unbelievable. You have Shohei, who clearly
The
is
best player in
right,
baseball.
and he's going to do it both ways by the time the playoff push is there. So you'll have him off the bump. And then and now Shohei is recruiting the other guy from Japan. Let me pull it up. What is his name here? I had it.
We just went over this.
What's his name? I lost it. Yeah, where'd it go? I don't know. Mamamoto, something like that. I swear it's something like
I
that.
thought it was the Yashimoto.
Might have been. Might have been Yashinabu Mama. So,
we're we're gonna have to cut that.
why?
Just
I
make
don't know his name. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Oh, Yashinobu Yamamoto.
all right.
That wasn't that far. I mean, we weren't that far off as a combined joint effort right there. You know? I said straight up Mamamoto, and it definitely sounded wrong, but I just forgot the ya. Okay. If
We're
you
on our
guys
third take right now, by
no,
the
it's
way.
way more than that. It is so many more than 3 takes. No, we've had a good 10 minutes here just, you know, I wanted to say whatever.
Yeah.
I can't say it on the pod.
We get to restart.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, so, like, the rotation, we're talking you have Otani when he's healthy. You have Glasnow now. You have Walker Bueller. Now, let's just say, like, Julio Urias is going through an investigation currently. Let's say, like, he is found innocent, right? Like, is what it is. He's playing baseball. Okay. Obviously, you never want to see anything like that happen. Okay. But let's say he's found innocent. They didn't, they've gone through all the records, whatever. You have Julio Urias, who has plenty of playoff time, like, under his belt. And last year really kind of broke out, it felt like,
Well, his strike percentage is just unbelievable. So like if you
yeah,
put him in the 4-5 slot on the rotation, like
crazy.
innings eater
Yeah.
every single time, like at one point he was sitting like 77% strikes, which is too many strikes.
Yeah.
But like he was pitching well, so it's just like whatever.
Let him do it. But
But
he's good.
yeah,
Like,
but
he's a
like
good
that
player.
saves the bullpen.
Right. 100%. And you're that deep. And then fifth would be, I don't know who the
Caleb
fifth.
Ferguson
Yeah, let him ride.
said
Seriously.
he wanted to start.
All right, let's see it.
I don't know where he's gonna get his next UCL.
I have one more hamstring.
I told him I'd give him my left one.
You got an extra?
I
I'm
got
0 for 2 up here.
oh yeah, I got good Palmeiras. Mine's hanging on pretty good.
Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Elbo's
Dude.
doing great.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like your extra one. I'm
Yeah,
like,
my left one's doing fantastic. Still not doing anything
just
for my left.
start throwing left-handed.
I have.
Yeah.
I one dude didn't even know I was throwing left-handed.
Really?
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah,
Yeah, I only throw right-handed now.
yeah.
That's all I do. I can chuck it a little
Whenever
bit.
we're 50, we're definitely not gonna be able to throw with our dominant arm
Oh, no
anymore.
way. Drew Brees said he doesn't.
Well, he had a massive injury,
And
and he had to get his shoulder reconstructed.
he did.
Yeah, he has like this whole thing, and like there's a medical doctor talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, like that is not a good surgery to try to come
And he
back."
played through it for like a year or something, right? Or was that
No,
afterwards
it
he
was
got
like
it?
the majority of his career. It happened in like '04. But think about it, like he was never able to sling the ball
He
downfield.
slung it from his tippy toes. He slung it.
Huh.
I thought I thought I mean, dude,
I mean, he threw for crazy yards.
yeah, I mean, he couldn't not throw
Yeah,
the
yeah.
deep
I mean,
ball.
the last year it was
Yeah, it
he
was
could
no,
not,
he
but
could not the last, like, 2 years. It was like, "All right, Alvin, just take this
it's
ball and
just like
run."
a 18-year-old dog. It's just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
what are we gonna tell him?"
No, don't even put that in. Nobody wants to hear
It's
that.
not
It's
even my joke.
a terrible joke.
It's not even mine.
Why?
It's somebody else's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You stole it from one of your comedy skits.
I
They're not even what?
no, go
All
ahead.
right, dude. All right, so the 5th is who knows? It doesn't matter. Oh, it's gonna be Yoshinobu Mamamoto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's who it's gonna be.
Alright.
That'd be crazy. I mean, why would he go anywhere else? They're gonna offer him the 300 million.
Think?
That's what I hear.
Alright. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't followed that one
But
too
so
closely.
like, all right, so obviously you don't know the guy, but like you have an opportunity to play with best player in baseball who also happens to be a guy you play with on Team Japan. So like it's all culturally the same. You go anywhere else, like now there's not as many players elsewhere. Like the Mets have Senga, and there's a few others. But why would you? If he's actively recruiting you, I don't get why you wouldn't. If they're going to offer you just near the same, if not,
Yeah.
you know,
Taxes?
yeah, I guess that's fair.
I don't know.
Uh, Whatever.
We'll see.
That's my thought. I mean, I don't. I'd be shocked if he doesn't go there. Honestly. Um, yeah. All right. Anything else?
Not on the baseball front, no.
Yeah. Dodgers World Series. Lock it in. I would, dude. What if they were like minus money right now? That'd be insanity.
I have no idea.
No, they're definitely not. Like that would be the most absurd thing ever. But if like they could get hammered to that really, really quickly. Like if they come out hot, it's like, all right, Dodgers minus money.
Could be.
Seriously, that'd be insane. You can't bet baseball, so don't even
That's what
say that.
I'm not saying like,
Yeah,
I'm just
don't say that, Joey.
but I'm good on this
Yeah, I didn't even
area.
think about that till I ran through it.
Oh, I did. That's why I was just
Yeah, good
letting you
call.
letting you go.
All right. Last thing here. Lakers want to hang the in-season tournament banner. Who cares?
I think obviously we know that, you're not huge on it, to say the least.
Yeah, well,
So, my thing is, if this is a but if the in-season tournament is here to stay for the next, let's just 30 years or whatever reason, then it's a real thing. If it's staying around for that long, it is something that matters. And we saw it with the players. They did buy in. They had a $500,000 a piece for the team that wins. So they're winning for the bench players.
yeah.
And if you see that guys are buying in, especially guys like LeBron that like won the MVP for it, I don't know. I mean, like if it's here to stay, it's going to be something that matters. And if it matters, then you should be able to hang a banner for it. Obviously, I don't think it's obviously not at the level of an NBA championship, and I don't think it should make it as big of a deal hanging a banner as that. Like, I don't think you need like
I just think it's extreme.
I I think it's a good idea to hang a banner, but like don't hang it where your NBA championships
But
are
you
going.
know they're gonna put it right next to it. Like it's not the same. Like you played I don't know. I really don't even know the rules of the tournament. I don't the players didn't even know the rules. Let's be real. So how am I supposed to know? Um, but it's the fact that it's like an in-season 20 game, whatever it is, okay? Little mini tournament, and you're gonna hang up a rafter right next to like the NBA finals like championship. Like, are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not like thrilled about it, but I don't necessarily like hate the idea of it.
I hate the idea of it.
I know you hate the idea of it.
Like, okay, you're already the Lakers, right? So you have enough. Not that you have enough. You always want more. Never. But it's the fact that it's like not even it's not a thing.
This is well, okay, so in 5 years, what if it is still a thing and it's a big deal to win the in-season tournament? Like, what if like, for the
Just put
players
it up there. Who cares?
okay,
If
okay.
it's that point, but like we're talking like it's not it's the NBA. It's just it's always gonna change. Nothing it's in the middle of a season. So at some point it's gonna be like, well, we don't want this intensity in the middle of the season type of crap, that the NBA is like, oh, we're gonna rest our players. It's
Mhm.
gonna come back to that crap again. Okay. It's not gonna last. It's the NBA. Um, and it's just for me, it's like, all right, the rafters, you got so much room, you gotta earn it, right? Like That to me, it's not earning it. Like, you winning a little mini tournament isn't earning it. Like, get a trophy, congrats, but, like, that's it. I'm not hanging up a banner over it.
Yeah, no, I see your point. Um, but like, I mean, if it's for the fans and it's for like the team, like if the team's pumped on it, just give them a banner.
So stupid.
Mm,
You're gonna really think that that's the equivalent of winning a like, an NBA finals, though? Like, that
no.
well, so then don't put it next to it,
Then okay, then why would you put up a like a Western Conference championship banner?
because that is the playoffs.
But then you're acting like that's the same as the NBA championship, and you're putting it up next to it.
That's the playoffs. That is what the whole season is built for. The whole season isn't built
Yeah,
for
no,
the in-season tournament.
I was
I
using your
know, I
point
know,
against you.
but I changed it to the playoffs. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
the whole season is made for that, okay? Like, that's what it is. Nobody cares if, like, you win this down the road here in 3
yeah,
months. Like, nothing's gonna happen, right? It's not adding to your legacy that you won the in-season NBA tournament,
yeah.
right?
I think the only thing that could add to your legacy is winning the MVP.
Maybe.
Like, slightly. Obviously, it's not,
But
like, the
again, we're
same as
talking such a small sample size that it's like it doesn't equivalent to anything else that the NBA's ever done in that factor. So,
yeah,
like, it's so much smaller than it's an 82 game season, I think. I'm pretty sure. An 82 game season and then the playoffs, right? Um, and now like you're talking like, oh, I'm gonna add to his legacy because he has a good 15, 20 games. Like, get out of my face with that. That's what it is.
yeah. No, I see your point. I just, like I'm
More
less
nonchalant.
yeah, just, like, I don't
I'm
know.
fired up about it.
I know, and I don't know why. You've never even been to LA.
I have not actually. I had to think about it. I don't know. I'm just sick of LeBron. But that's not why I think it's stupid. It's not why I think it's stupid, okay? I'm just sick of everything he says. It's always something. But I think the banner thing is stupid not because of LeBron. Stupid anyways. Be stupid if the Bucks did it or whoever the Pacers won it. Like, I don't care. Stupid. It's 20 games. Congrats, bro. You had a good stretch. The Pistons just lost 21 in a row. They don't get anything. Maybe they should get a banner for that too. They should get a banner. Most losses in a row. Congrats. Great stretch. Whatever. That's how I feel.
You keep going? Like, we could turn this into a one-man pod real quick.
Did you I
I'm
mean,
just sitting.
that's okay, I just wanted it to be known.
We it's now known,
Good, good. Flip it?
obviously. While I was sitting here not saying anything, I was like, "Still be on TikTok."
Yeah, okay, alright. Do you wanna go into football or you want anything else outside of the realm?
Alabama apparently just hired a ex-University of Michigan staffer just ahead of the college football playoff. I could only imagine what that's gonna be about.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's not like they're playing them or anything.
No, no, it's not like University of Michigan's known for stealing signs
Yeah,
or anything shady or
right.
anything of
They're
that sort. They're the
super straight. Yeah,
highest of standards
yeah, of
there
course. Yeah.
in that institution.
You know what?
People that are super, like, all high and mighty about, like, where they're at or where they came from, call wherever they're from Y my institution. Have you noticed that?
Is that what they've called themselves?
No, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, people that wanna feel better than other people, I don't
It
know.
I don't think I hate them so much. But, like, they started using Michigan versus everybody when it's been Ohio against the world this whole time. Like, you're just copying us again. Like, again, you're not us.
Yeah. It's everybody, so, like, aliens and not just the world.
Yeah. So it's so
Sick.
stupid. Yeah. So stupid. I hate them. Like, they're the most annoying fan base I've ever seen in my
I mean,
life.
get some creativity.
Right. Like,
Like,
why?
even if anybody else did that, I'd be
No, I agree. Like,
like,
we've had Ohio against the world for how long now? It's so long.
yeah, since Ryan Day came in,
Yeah.
maybe
So
before.
get your own thing, bro.
It is kinda weird.
Yeah, like, you wanna be us so bad, like, congrats, you won a couple
Come
games
up
in a
with
row.
something better.
That's what I'm saying, you guys are this high and mighty institution, right? And you can't even think of a better slogan. So, bums.
You
Alright.
know what it reminds me of?
Huh.
Reminds me of the movie Elf when they bring in the other writer. The writers bring in the other writer to tell the writers what to write.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
that's what they probably what
Elf, great movie. It's
so good. Good time of year right now.
always a good time of year for
Yeah,
it. Honestly,
absolutely.
it always checks out no matter the time of year.
Yeah, I mean, classic Will Ferrell.
Dude, it's just
He doesn't get much better.
Sid and I were watching it the other day, and like doesn't matter how many times I've seen this movie, like, it is just a great movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, it's funny, but it's also a great movie.
It's got a really good full circle, like, honestly, like,
Yeah,
it really
everything about it.
Yep.
It's perfect. And they were flirting with the idea of, an elf too, and it's like,
Don't ruin it.
everything about me wants there to be an elf too, but just like, don't.
Don't
Please
ruin it.
don't.
Don't do it.
Because, like, then
He's still hilarious. Like, when him and Peyton and Eli were on, like, he's the man,
yeah. Well, and, Kevin Hart is just like somebody asked him, like, "Who's the funniest guy you've ever been around?" He's like, "Will Ferrell." Like,
instantly.
because it's never turned off. It
Yeah.
at all
It's just
times,
him.
it's yeah. Like, Old School, oh my god. Have you seen Old School?
I don't think I've seen Old School.
It's one of those movies for me, it's
Which
like that and, like, Wedding Crashers, where if
Wedding
it's on
Crashers
TV,
good.
it's like, "Nope, this is what I'm watching." Like,
Yeah.
or Step Brothers, it's like, "This is what I'm watching."
I
Step Brothers.
really
I watched Step Brothers, a
that
couple nights
I
ago.
could watch it anytime. One of my favorites actually is
I woke Sid up from laughing so hard. I was in the living room, and
from
like
watching Step Brothers.
yeah, I was
It's
watching
so
Step
good.
Brothers by myself on TBS, like, I saw the
Where have
commercials
I
and
never
everything,
seen Old School? I've
and
seen this picture, like, a million times. I've
it's
just never watched it.
it is it is Will Ferrell
Yeah,
at its
I'll have to get on that. That's bad by me. I'll have to
I mean,
admit,
like, watch it tonight. Like, it
possibly.
it is so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you've seen Wedding Crashers, right?
Yeah, I love Wedding
Okay, okay.
Crashers.
That's
Great.
phenomenal movie.
Better than that?
Like, it's uncomparable because 'cause they're just
Different.
completely different,
I
but,
mean,
like,
I
it
I
is so funny.
I have Old School popped up on my computer right now, and there are just Will Ferrell pictures, like, with his faces that I'm just ready to crack up at right now, and it's just and he's not even saying anything. I'm
Like,
just
dude,
looking at the guy.
he sings Dust in the Wind" at a funeral. Dude, it's just so funny.
Yeah, he's a classic.
I'm gonna go watch that.
Alright, do it. Um, I don't know what we were on besides that.
So what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Listeners, anybody there? Do you wanna tell us what we were talking about?
Twitch chat? No, okay, alright, on to
Mich
football.
we were, we went okay, so we went Michigan Stafford, somehow to Elf. Where was the
The
oh,
bridge
to Will Ferrell.
yeah.
So it's Michigan to Will Ferrell.
How did you get
I don't
to
know.
Elf?
Will Ferrell.
What?
You see
Whatever, we're gonna
Peyton and Eli.
uh,
Oh, wait, no, that
no,
was
that was
after.
after, bro. I don't know,
How did
alright.
I I'm gonna have to watch this
Dude,
back.
I know, I don't know how we got there. It's always an interesting thing, our minds, they don't work
Ever.
in a straight path, like, it's always curved, like, there is nothing straight to it. My god, bro. It's been one day. Alright,
Our 3rd go around on the pod today.
yeah, that was good. Alright, Thursday night football.
We already talked about that.
No, we didn't, we just talked about Staley. Oh, we did.
Yeah, we talked
I guess we got into
yeah.
it, didn't we?
Game was I had a blast watching it.
I didn't even watch it.
It was just I was just rooting for fumbles. They had 4 fumbles. It was hilarious.
It's so bad. I mean, I watched the beginning and then I turned it
It
off.
was 21-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And at the beginning of the 4th quarter, they needed 10 points to set the NFL record for points. They had 15 minutes. They didn't because they
they
just
just
like
ran the
it was
football.
just a check,
Yeah,
but hilarious.
dude. They
Real quick, you missed it because you didn't watch it. It was the 4th quarter. Uh, Vegas had already scored again. Kickoff return, dude, streaking up the middle, breaks it almost immediately.
like an actual streaker
No, no,
or
no, no.
okay,
The returner
okay.
cuts right through everybody and like breaks the play almost immediately. And like
Mhm,
there's just busted coverage by the Raiders, like clearly checked. And so like easy touchdown. And all there is the kicker. And like he's like 20 yards behind everybody because everybody's just like not in their lanes and whatever. And the dude levels the kicker, and then guy scores, flag on the play, and, like, holding number 84, return team. They show the penalty. It was dude blocking the kicker 20 yards away from everybody. The kicker would not have even been able to tackle the dude,
no, he didn't.
and he,
No,
like, blows him up kind of from the side and, like, grabs him and, like, pulls him down. Like, it's ticky tack,
why,
but also not tick like, just like, "What are you doing?"
bro? Like that guy's not. He's running off the field. He wants no part of this.
And, like, Like, I mean, like, he was, like, within the vicinity, but he's the only guy within 20 yards. Like, the kicker's not gonna take you down
He's not catching the punt
and
returner.
go, and
Yeah,
gone. Like,
yeah.
kicker's just gotta make an effort.
Just look good.
But yeah,
Look
like,
like you tried.
just like, I would be so mad if I was the kick returner
Yeah.
and my buddy just took a touchdown away from me, something that could have cost me millions
Are
of
you kidding
dollars.
me? Yeah. Pissed. 100%.
Yeah,
Just always want that
and, like,
opportunity.
his face, like, the dude that scored or didn't score, looked like he was about to cry.
Oh,
Like, he was just
really?
like,
So he's probably a backup then in
"Ugh."
the fourth quarter too. Like he might not have a single NFL touchdown. I don't know who it was,
Yeah,
but that's a
I don't know who it was
possibility
either.
at that point.
Very good possibility.
Yeah. So like I'd be even more heated. I just can't help yourself, I guess.
Just blow him up and then let him go. Like, he's not gonna catch him.
Just like shove him. You don't have to blow him up. Who cares? It's the kicker, dude. Like he's not a threat. All right.
Just Pat McAfee.
He's got guns now, bro.
He's a beast.
He's kind of a unit. Don't want me to take my shirt off.
You're right, we don't.
Yeah, yeah. We'd probably get more viewers. Or heavily male dominant.
I
You know?
don't I think we'd lose, certain viewers.
Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do? All right. Start sits.
Oh, yeah. Forgot we were still doing that.
It's still worth it.
Yeah. Um,
But you just want to talk sport. You just want to talk shop.
wait, I'll just run through mine real quick, like, real quick. Um, yeah, sit on, Jalen Warren. Often just the team is just in shambles. Uh,
Yeah.
sit AJ Dillon. Uh, uh, Aaron Jones coming back. And AJ Dillon broke his thumb, I think it was, and he said he's gonna try to play.
He sucks anyways.
Dude, playing with like an actual broken finger.
If he's gonna have the club on, dude, he's gonna have the
I
club.
don't think no, that's I don't think you can't run the ball with a club.
It'd be sick though.
That would be sick.
Dude, the stiff arms would go crazy.
Punch him in the
That's what it'd be. You can't, dude. You can't get an offensive face mask. You got nothing to grip with. So you're just shoving that thing into their toe.
All right, start Rasheed Rice. Dude is on a tear right now. Clearly, Mahomes is top wide receiver target, and the only
Yeah,
one
he
that can
is.
actually
I think
catch
they
the
have a
ball.
tough matchup though, but I still like him.
Going up against the Patriots,
They've
like
been, yeah,
they're gonna have the ball.
yeah.
Sit Houston running backs. Start Chuba Hubbard. Volume's just off the charts.
But you're just ripping through a tear here.
Yeah, I know. That's all I got.
Oh, that's it. That was good. Yeah, Chuba is rolling.
Yeah, he's averaging like 20 carries a game the past like 3 games.
Yeah, I let him ride. And again, we said like I think the new OC, or the new head coach or the interim is just going to be like, all right, let's see what we got.
Yeah, you're
Right?
gonna cut all the older guys,
Yeah.
keep the younger guys, and just be like, all right, what do we have, and what do I need to try to find for next year?
Yep. Exactly, and that's what they're going through right now. Start Matthew Stafford. He's been on an absolute tear, and they do have
Washington
what? Yeah. So it's the best matchup in football that you could possibly have. Well, besides the Colts.
and the Chargers.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Aiden O'Connell just throwing for 4
After
tutties.
putting up a goose egg, dude, they scored. I forget how many points it was, and uh, like this is the most a team has scored the week after being shut out in NFL history. It was like the second quarter.
Oh,
I think it
really?
was like 50 something.
Wait, say that one more time.
The week they had the most points scored for a team after a shutout, after they were shut out the previous week in NFL history, and they
Mhm.
got that by like the second or third quarter.
Bro, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big turnaround. The Vikings defense is good.
yeah, they've been good all year.
Yeah, they have been,
They're
which is
not great fantasy wise, like they're just a good
they're yeah, they're
defense.
good. They're good.
Yeah,
They let up a lot of yards, but
honestly, it's like
they're very bend don't break.
honestly, it reminds me a lot of Ohio State's defense. Like they didn't get a lot of picks, not a lot of sacks, but like they're just a good defense. They stop them short of first down marker,
Yeah,
get off the field.
played well.
Yeah, just good plays.
Yeah. Also, quarterback side, I do like this is one's actually kind of dependent on if Christian Watson plays. But if Christian Watson plays, I like Jordan Love in a good matchup against Tampa Bay, especially if AJ Dillon is out. Nobody runs the ball very well against Tampa Bay, so you have no choice but to throw the football. And he's been good and really good with Christian Watson, and so monitor that. But I do like him, even possibly without Watson, it could be okay. Quarterback wise, I'm sitting Trevor Lawrence. Like, I'm hoping that I have a different option because they're going against San Fran.
Yeah,
That's really what it comes down
it's
to.
tough.
Oh, no, they're not going against San Fran. They're going against Baltimore. Sorry. Still very tough.
I mean, we saw what happened whenever they did play San Fran. They put up 3 points.
Right. So,
So
they're not quite San Fran, but they're a really good defense.
coming off a bad week though.
But yeah, that's true. But
But
uh,
yeah, yeah,
when you're talking like a healthy Matt Stafford and a healthy Cup and a healthy Puka and a healthy Kyron and McVay calling, that's a dangerous team
yeah,
if they get rolling
yeah,
together. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of weapons.
yeah,
Okay, I really like Zeke. Just a
yeah.
general sense, especially Zeke for me is a potential league winner throughout the rest of the way. Depending on the health of Ramondre Stevenson, but the volume is unmatched.
Mhm.
That is what you want to see as a fantasy owner. So give me Zeke, and I think they have a decent matchup. Um, who is it?
Yeah, we just mentioned it. Patriot or Chiefs.
That's right. Yeah, they're better through the air. They're better at the pass D. Um, but he's going to catch passes too, so it's all right. Who else we got here? Let me see. Give me a bounce back time for DeAndre Swift. It's coming. It is
It was a
coming.
rough game for him
It's
last
been a
week.
few rough ones. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's been a few rough games in a row. They have also struggled over the past few games. And that's been the constant difference. Like Jalen Hurts is good. He's not great. I'm just gonna say it. He's not a
He's
guy that
banged up too.
yeah, he is. He is. But in general, when the Eagles were playing their best football, like, DeAndre Swift was involved, and
Mhm.
he was running well, and the offensive line was blocking, and that opened up those big plays, like, that was when A.J. Brown was also, like, receiving for over 100 yards or 125 for, like, 3 or 4 straight games, something crazy. So it's gonna open up that deep ball for A.J. Brown. I think that's gonna get involved. I like DeAndre Swift this week.
This is completely off topic, but can you imagine Mahomes and AJ Brown
Be
being able to?
insane. Nutty. I wanna see it.
Yeah,
I
it'd
don't
be
know why
insane.
they didn't go get D-Hop, like, he's still good enough.
He's great.
Yeah. I'm so like, that's so stupid that you didn't go get him.
Yeah.
Chiefs. They made so many smart moves over the years, and they can't figure out that they need a receiver with the great to pair the greatest quarterback in the league with. Do better. God, if I can sit here and know that, how do they not know that?
Well, they know now.
They sure do. How do they not see? Oh, jeez, don't even get me going. Give me Isaiah Likely, of course.
Yeah.
Absolute. He's not Mark Andrews, but he's arguably just a receiver playing tight end, which is a cheat code for the position.
Mhm.
So
Especially this year.
yeah, every year, really. They all suck usually. You count on 2 to 3 guys that are worth it every year. And then, Kelsey's always been the one guy that's been even better than the best guys. Not really the case this year. But give me Isaiah Likely the rest of the way. Another league winner, which we mentioned how many weeks ago when Mark Andrews got
A
hurt, saying,
lot.
go get this guy. He's the man. He's a good receiver. It's what happens. It actually, over the past, so I mean, Mark Andrews gets injured a lot. So Isaiah Likely happens to fill in every time. So over the past season worth of games, so the past 17 games, Isaiah Likely has the most avoided tackles per catch for all of tight ends.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. He's a stud. He's a wide receiver playing tight end. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Quick little start sit for you as we get into the fantasy football playoffs week one. We hope everybody that is in it good luck. We wish them all good luck. Um, Only one guy can win. So be ready to take it home and take home all the bragging rights for the entire season. We will keep you ready. So, anything else? You want to get into
DraftKings.
DraftKings? All right, let's do it.
Actually, I'm pretty excited about the quarterback list.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
All right.
Yeah, number one,
Let me pull mine up. You got it. Rip
Joe
it.
Joe Flacco. 5,500. The dude's been pulling out.
You're just gonna go straight to it.
Number one most valuable.
Okay.
You don't really think of picking him. Number two, Matthew Stafford, like we talked about a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just healthy offense,
Yeah,
and he just looked phenomenal. He's only 6,000.
I love it.
Number three, his value's getting up there a lot. Brock Purdy, 6,800.
Still worth it
Yep.
though.
Um, Number four, I'm actually gonna switch this. Number four, I'm gonna go Dak at 8,000.
You're gonna ride with it.
Yep.
At some point he's just worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough matchup though. Tough matchup on the road in Buffalo, like at this time of year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Assuming if it's projected to be a snowstorm,
Yeah.
I would lean away
No,
from that.
obviously.
We're for all these games,
It's gonna be
we're
colder.
just assuming that it's not insanely windy or
Yeah.
raining.
Yeah.
Like, that's um, number 5, Sam Howell, 6,300, 2 rushing touchdowns last week.
And against a terrible LA
Yep.
team with defense.
Number 6, Jordan Love, 6,200. We're still in that mid-range of QBs,
Yeah, I think
guys
it's
that aren't gonna be super chalky. Um,
I think that's where a lot of value is.
number 7, Josh Allen, most expensive quarterback on the list, 8,200. Um,
Didn't even
but
run him against Dallas.
I I think he's just one of those guys that's gonna show up, show out every single time.
It just I mean, they're gonna put the ball in his hands nonstop. You're gonna expect a turnover or 2, but he's still gonna throw for
Yeah,
345 and rush for 50 and a tutty, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
The offense has to run through him,
Yeah.
so he has to put up points.
Yep.
Number 8, Will Levis. Looked good this past week. Hoping, hoping he can kinda keep it going, but it's just kind of a value play at 5,400.
Okay.
Um, does make me nervous, but kinda got that connection going with D-Hop again.
Yeah, I mean, just hope it keeps going. I thought about putting D-Hop in my top 10 with his value, honestly.
Yeah,
So, all right. Houston's is Stroud playing?
we don't know. That's why he's not on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume not.
It doesn't seem like it.
Davis Mills' value got
Oh, it
increased.
does seem like he is projected to play
Oh,
actually.
last I heard yesterday was not looking like he's gonna play.
But maybe these projections just haven't updated yet. Okay.
Number 9, Justin Fields, 7,000. Looking a lot better. Looks like, he realized that his job is on the line.
Yeah, 100%. I like it. I like him as a play. 7,000 against the Browns is a little bit tougher, but
Mhm.
he's gonna use his legs, so he's gonna have a super high floor, so he's
Yeah.
not gonna bust on you, at least.
Number 10, Patrick Mahomes. Just a little pricey for me, 7,800.
Mhm.
I think that they're probably gonna have the ball a lot, and Bailey Zappi at least is gonna be slinging that ball around, so
Right.
hopefully, the, control time,
Yeah.
possession of the ball is gonna be too high.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my top 10 for quarterbacks.
Yeah, I like that last one. Just as a little, like, high-low type of thing. Alright. You wanna do running backs? You wanna go straight into wide receivers here?
You knock out running backs.
Let's do it.
Number 1, he's the GOAT right now. Actually, sorry, let me take that back. The
DraftKings GOAT.
yeah, I would say DraftKings GOAT. Kyren Williams,
Oh,
7,500.
my god, was I not expecting that.
I know. I didn't really mean to say it like that
Okay, yeah, we should
because
reword that
DMC's the GOAT.
of everything.
Um, he is okay, how about this? The potential young GOAT.
Dude, he's just a rookie in a very running back friendly offense.
Uh,
Any running back who takes that job in LA is good.
who had the job whenever, he was
Cam
running?
Akers was a 20 plus guy, bro.
He okay, that was what, 2 years ago?
Last year.
Okay, we're talking this
I
year.
know, I'm just saying it's every year. Like everybody who McVay gets and gets that
What happened when Kyren Williams was out?
they were in a dual role. It was split between Daryl Henderson and Royce Freeman.
And they weren't doing that
Both
kind of
were
stuff.
dropping 12 apiece, so that's 24.
Eh, alright.
Eh,
Anyway,
I'm just saying, he's a great play. I'm pointing it out.
number 2, Zeke, 5,800.
Yeah, I
Just
that's my number one,
yeah,
and
he's
just
awesome.
because
Yeah,
of
he
it.
was close to mine. I almost put him at number 1. I just like Kyren a lot right now. Just I've Cup, so I've been watching Kyren
Yeah,
very close. Dude,
nasty.
it is unreal.
He's good.
He's very good. Number 3, my favorite guy, your least favorite guy, you think he sucks. Tajay Spears, 4,800. Just messing with you.
Bro, why? Derrick Henry's playing.
Because Tajay Spears went off for 20 something points, and Will Levis gave him 6 checkdowns.
Was that is it a different game than the one that Derrick Henry left?
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Number 4, the GOAT, CMC,
Mhm.
9,300.
Okay. He's worth every penny.
Number 5,
It's tough to make a guy like that fit in the lineup, but if you can make him fit,
yeah,
he's gonna get you your points.
yeah. Number 5, um, he's splitting carries a little bit, but he kind of took over the lead back role. I think he had 21 carries, and the other guy had 7. Raheem Mostert at 7,100. Achan's at 7,200. Only had 7 carries as opposed to Mostert's 21.
Yeah, that is a big difference. I wonder why that was,
I don't
because
know
the
either.
week before it was the opposite.
Mostert looked good too.
He's looked good all year.
Yeah.
I just yeah, it's a tough situation brewing in that backfield, especially for this time of the year.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. I don't have either one of them in any league. I wish I did. Right? They've both been awesome. But it feels like it's one of those things where it's just gonna be a guessing game week in and week out, and you pray that you are on the right end that week. You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
I think for those 2 guys, it's worth it, though.
Play both.
I mean, that offense just scores so much is
Yeah.
on Tyreekson.
I mean, yeah, I think they both can score a touchdown within a game, and both can work out every given
Yeah,
week. But yeah, it's just well, time will tell.
yeah. Number 6, if you could pull up the matchup,
I got it all.
Tony Pollard, 6,700. Um,
Buffalo.
Buffalo, yeah. So, Buffalo had defense this year.
Hmm.
Um, so I think they're gonna be able to stretch the ball. Dak has been shown that he wants to throw it downfield. I think it's gonna open up the check down game for, Tony Pollard in
which,
this one.
which has
So
been
I see him
increasing.
getting 6, 7 targets. So I just think he's one of my super high floors. Um,
Yeah,
I think his ceiling remains around the same at that 22-point mark.
yeah.
But
I also wanted to just attest, like it is December in Buffalo, right? Like it is typically like I'm not saying that there's weather. I don't know off the top of my head, but it feels like a good time, like a weather type of game where it's freezing there and the running backs just kind of take over a little bit. And give me Tony P.
yeah.
I like it.
Number 7, volume play, Chuba Hubbard, 5,600.
Hmm.
You got a guy for 5,600 getting 20 to 25 carries.
All day.
And obviously,
Gonna be chalky, but it's worth it.
yeah,
I mean, like if you're playing in a situation where that's okay, then it's a good
yeah.
play.
Number 8, James Cook, 6,300. I really think that Buffalo's starting to really feel like they got a diamond in the rough with this guy. And I know that they were semi big on him, but I really think that they're trying to incorporate him into the game plan, not just be one of those like supplemental players.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of just Josh Allen and whatever Josh Allen
Well,
does,
Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Now it seems like
add
it's
in.
Allen, Cook with Diggs. Diggs
Yeah.
really hasn't been doing
No, he
much.
hasn't been really since the new OC took over. But again, like I think this comes down to the same idea that they have been. I think it's just been a nonstop like record player for Josh Allen saying, "Take the check down if it's not there. Take the check down if it's not there." So there are throws that he would originally make to Diggs. I think over the past like couple years that he's just like, "All right, I'll take it to James Cook and let him go give me 8 to 10
Yeah.
really quick." You know what I mean?
Yeah, instead of risking that pick or that 60-yard touchdown.
Exactly, and I think that's the piece that's missing for Diggs right now.
Yeah. I think if Josh Allen wasn't leading the league in interceptions by a wide margin, then I think that would change.
He'd still have the same OC.
It's true. That is
Like,
very that you raise a good point.
yeah,
Um, all right. Number 9, Bijan at 6,800. Not super big on him. That was kind of the end of my main list.
I mean,
I mean, I like Bijan. I like Bijan a lot.
I don't understand how he's still under sub 7,000.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't.
And number 10, this is a super wish wash. I don't know about this. See what happens with the injuries ahead of time. But Patrick Taylor's only 4,300. J. Dillon, broken finger or
It's
thumb. So obviously he's not gonna be able to catch the
I don't
ball.
think he's playing.
Um, and Aaron Jones has been hurt all season long, coming off an MCL right now. Uh,
Yeah,
so I think his workload will be fine, but like there's a chance that he still doesn't even play or last 5 plays, and he's like, I.
right.
So I would just keep an eye on all those. Patrick Taylor could be a huge money saver option, so you can go get CMC or Tyreek Hill at almost $10,000.
Dude, 9,900. Okay, did I put this guy in my I did. Okay. So if Aaron Jones doesn't play, I'm gonna have to change my list up a tad bit, but it is what it is. We'll get to that when we get there. All right. So I'm gonna go over the receivers here. Solely off of game script expected, and this price seems way too good for what he's done so far as a player. Demario Douglas is back in the lineup. I know it's like not an easy matchup against the Chiefs, but I'm assuming the game script is down for them all game, right? As most should. And he's been like 12 plus guy like the whole way since he's taken over the wide receiver one role. So give me Demario Douglas at $3,900 as my highest value play of the week.
Love that.
Yeah, it's great. He's just
39,
been
I would have figured he was at least 4,500.
how is he not? I think he's dipped because of the
He's
injuries. Because I think he was higher
he's
than that.
2 concussions this year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, missed back-to-back weeks with it. Number 2, I'm gonna go back to it. I went to him last week and it worked out well. So I'm gonna go back. As long as Zach Wilson is a quarterback, this guy still produces, and it's unbelievable. Give me Garrett Wilson. A little bit more expensive. He was 5,500 last week. to 5,800. I still think it's just too cheap for the talent that he has. And then number 3, I'm really hoping this guy turns the corner because if he does turn the corner to what we think he can do, then this price tag will for always or forever and always be too cheap. Cooper Cup at $7,800 in my 3 spot, against literally the arguably the worst passing defense in all of football, the Commanders, right? So give me that.
Cooper looked better last week. The week
Finally.
prior, he looked so
Yes.
slow.
Yeah, he did.
So, obviously, his speed isn't fully back yet, you can kinda tell, but, like, he's starting to get separation,
Yep.
and he's just an elite route runner with great hands too.
Should be a great matchup to exploit. That's what I'm hoping on. That's what I'm banking on because if it is, and you hit that little Matt Stafford and Cup, or even you can even 3 stack it, go Cup and Puka,
Yeah,
with Stafford, and it's just it could be the biggest booming thing that you've seen all year.
yeah.
Honestly, those 3 could just go for a monster number and break the slate. They're going to be chalky though, I think, because like I think a lot of people are going to play them.
I don't think people are gonna play, Cooper Kupp. I think they'll go Puka before him, though.
You think
Yeah.
even after last week, because Cup seems to be the red zone guy now again, which is like a
I mean,
good
he's a
sign.
great route runner, that's kinda what it takes.
Right, so give me the guy that scored the touchdown paired with my quarterback.
I mean, Puka's still getting his touchdowns,
He's got some.
like
Yeah,
60 yarders.
those were bombs. Yeah, alright. I actually don't have Puka in this list because I didn't wanna go back, like,
Yeah, I do
same
the same thing.
whatever, but, I don't mind I don't mind Puka either. I guess you could interchange those guys there. I don't know what's the price difference here. Um,
Puka's probably more expensive than him now.
he is not. Puka, it's a name thing. 7,300 for Puka. So either one. I really do like Cup better because if I'm especially I'm gonna pair it, like, he's gonna get a touchdown, like, I feel like, so that's
And
why I'm
especially
there.
if he continues the trend of getting healthier and healthier.
Yeah, yeah. And it feels that way.
Yeah.
Because he did against Baltimore, which is tough. Tough D.
Some would say the toughest.
Yeah, he's up there. San Fran. They're just unreal. All right. Number 4, with your boy, the number 1 quarterback, give me Elijah Moore. I know Amari Cooper is back, but the value that Elijah Moore gives he's still under $5,000, and he's been getting a lot of volume lately. And especially with Joe Flacco like running the helm, it just feels better that
Yeah,
offense as a passing game.
yeah.
So Elijah Moore at $4,500 against a terrible Bears defense too. Like add that on top of it. Give me Elijah Moore. I'm gonna run that one into the ground until he is no longer cheap like that. 4,500 bucks. I don't get it. Uh, Number 5. This guy's actually been on a sneaky decent tear besides the week that he got, or actually even the week he got hurt. Give me Chris Olave eh, at the 5 spot. Um, Let me find his price tag here for you. Chris Olave at $7,100. He's playing the Giants. I think that's a pretty easily exploitable matchup for him. He is a stud, really, and it just kind of depends if Derek Carr is what his health situation is week in and week out. But at $7,100, he has been a pretty consistent um, in DraftKings 20 spot due to that extra bonus at the 100 yards because he's
Mhm.
had a lot of those in a row here, or maybe not in a row, but over the past few weeks. So give me Chris Olave at $7,100. Number 6, this guy's just been on an absolute tear. His price has gone from sub 6,000 to $7,700. You know who it is? Absolute tear lately. San
Mm.
Francisco 49ers, none other than Debo Samuel. Give me the guy. He's just a machine.
Dude's good.
He's so good at football. Like the pure definition of
He
just a football
he's a
player.
great football player.
That is what he is, right? He's a great receiver. He's a great runner of the football, whatever it is. He can do it. He can block too. Who do they have? They have Arizona. So just as wishy-washy as it gets back
Yeah.
there. He will be able to do whatever he wants at will. I don't even mind Ayuk, but for the few hundred extra more bucks, if you can swing it, give me Debo. All right. On to number 7, coming back off an injury, I'm going to go back to New Orleans. It's just a theme here that I'm going to take. I'm fading the Giants. Give me Rashid Shaheed at the price he's at. Really good value because he is the number 2 guy there. He's a very explosive guy too. So with the ability to take a big run, big uh, catch and break the slate with it, 4,300 bucks. So still really cheap. Still, Demario Douglas is cheaper, and I don't get how. And seems like the safer option, but that's why he's higher on the list.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I know, none at all.
Like,
So
Demario Douglas has been producing this year.
I know every time.
Shaheed's had 2 good games.
A few good games. Yeah, I don't get it. So Douglas is a clear like price mismatch or
Yeah,
price mispoint on DraftKings part, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna go to him. Number 8, Jaden Reed without Watson, obviously. Even maybe with Watson, honestly. I don't
yeah.
know. Because he produced with Watson in there too. I'm banking on Watson not playing, but here's the thing. Yeah, AJ Dillon's out. We talked about that, or probably is out. Aaron Jones coming back off of the MCL thing that he had, a little sprain. And to be honest, who knows if he plays or how much he's going to play. And give me the guy that runs the football, the guy who gets all the touches in the screenplays. He had 10 targets last week, right? He's an explosive player. He's gonna break one. Give him the volume with that. I think he's fairly cheap. He's at sub 5,000 again. Um, didn't read $4,900. So get a little bit up there, but they're playing Tampa, bad pass defense, really good run defense. You don't have a choice. Same reason I like Jordan Love. All right. And the last 2 here, number 9, expensive $9,200. Give me CeeDee Lamb. Like, I can't fade him at the
Dude's a beast.
yeah, yeah. If you can squeeze it in, I know it's expensive. It's just you're an auto 20 to probably 23 at least because of the 3-point bonus. Like, it's just crazy what he does. Ride the heater between him and Dak as long as you can. And lastly, one more value save here. Um, Give me Wandale Robinson. He had a monster performance last week against the Packers. He had like 17 points. He's at $3,700. I just threw him in as the flyer here. The 10 spot was tough. I wanted to, um, I could always put like Tyreek or somebody here at 9,900, but I wanted to kind of avoid the big guys and give you some different names here that you may not know about that provide good value throughout. So give me Wandale Robinson to round out the 10. You can always push up to Tyreek at $9,900, but that is just so expensive. It's gonna be tough fitting anything else in, so all right, that's all I got.
Cool. I'll finish up with tight ends then. Number one, dude's one of Dak's favorite guys, Jake Ferguson.
Yeah,
4,800,
mhm,
just great value for him. Number two, Njoku, 4,700. Just continues to produce all year long.
yep,
Looks great.
yep,
Three, Kelsey, 7,600. Value's going down a little bit. Um,
that's good.
so I think he's still tight end one on the year. So,
Mhm, he is.
number four, McBride, tough matchup at 5,200.
In poor tight end position, he's pretty matchup
Yeah,
proof just to be able to you're not gonna have much better
yeah.
options.
Huge value play. Number five, Logan Thomas, 3,700.
Mhm,
Um, when he's able to stay on the field, a lot of times Sam Howell is that's one of his go-to guys.
yeah,
Um, Number six, had to move him down the list a little bit. Dalton Kincaid, 5,300. Dawson Knox coming back, stealing a couple targets from him.
it worries me.
He's still valuable at that position, but value's trending down a little bit.
Yeah,
Number seven, this guy's a little hot and cold. Just kind of depends on the game plan. George Kittle. Give his value. Typed in wrong.
5,800.
Yeah, I actually only put 8,000.
That is
So,
not
so I
quite
was like,
it.
I don't think that's right.
Good try.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He would be off the list.
yeah, that's what I was like. How did I do that? No, I mean, like, he's just in an offense that he could score 3 touchdowns like he did a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
you just don't know.
Number 8, Cole Kmet, 4,500. Just Fields been looking better and better each week.
Mhm.
Jobs on the line, like we talked about.
Yep,
Number 9, Conklin, 3,100. Zach Wilson's kind of safety valve in the short passing routes. Whenever he's getting pressured,
played him last week.
he's a good play.
Yeah, he
He
did.
gets you 9 every time.
Yeah, it was about what it was.
Gets you 9, but
For
31
3,000,
yeah, at 3,100,
yeah,
that's
went up
fine.
$100 this week.
Number 10, Okonkwo.
Okonkwo,
Okonkwo,
Chigozie M. Okonkwo.
2,900.
I'm a fan.
I think got 6 targets last week. Um,
Been trending up.
Once again, money saver. I would not expect him to do anything crazy. Hopefully, you get a touchdown in there. I think I think a week or two ago, he had a catch for 49 yards.
He's a very explosive guy.
Yeah. So hopefully, once Will Levis gets more and more comfortable out there, he didn't look extremely comfortable, but the fire was in him. He was
Mhm.
playing.
He's always got the fire. I won't question that with him.
Yeah. So
Was that 10?
that was 10.
Can I throw an honorable mention?
No. Sorry.
Dude, it's good. Coming off the IR this week, give me $4,400, Darren Waller. What?
What? No.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
You
Why?
wouldn't put
Why
him in
would
the top 10?
no?
Are you serious?
He hasn't played in what, like 6 weeks. He's been hurt all year. He has chronic groin and hamstring issues. He's older. He's got Tommy DeVito now, who obviously
Who's been better?
no, they've been winning,
Yeah, he's been better.
but we're talking fantasy.
Dude, he's been better statistically.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to save this clip, for when, Darren Waller doesn't
That's
do anything.
okay. I'm just saying, as a play at $4,400 at the tight end position,
Yeah, I'd rather go one of the 3,100 guys.
I mean, that's a fair point, but I think he's a top 10 guy at 4,400. This is a guy that's a 5,000 plus guy typically.
Not on my list. Not anymore. Not until he shows that he can be consistently good.
We'll see.
We will see.
Time will tell. I will find out. What do they play? Sunday or Saturday? There's so many games on Saturday this week.
Well, we're doing the Sunday slate, so
You're right. This is definitely the Sunday game.
I was a
Got me
betting
there.
I was a betting man, and I am. I'd bet Sunday.
Damn well. All right. That's all I got. You got anything extra for the people?
No, I gotta go make some lunch.
Yeah. You're looking like you could lose a few LBs. This one lunch might not be too bad.
No, I'm trying to gain some LBs actually.
Oh,
Can't get over 198.
all right.
No, tough.
Dude, eat.
I am.
It's
Ate
hard.
3,100 calories yesterday.
I got a cruise next week. I'm just gonna be living at the buffet.
Weigh yourself before and after.
I will. I'm all
What
in
kind of
for
cruise is it? Carnival?
it. Royal Caribbean.
Okay. We went on a Carnival one whenever I was probably like 14,
Yeah.
and I found out that there was a 24-hour free all you can eat pizza place.
PGs.
Dude, like people like you're supposed to ask for like by the slice.
You were asking by the
By
pizza.
the yeah, I was. Was it? They were big. Like it was
Yeah, can I get a whole pizza, please?
no, and like I mean it's it's straight up it would be categorized as a small pizza. But like
Oh god.
yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
so
dude.
funny
It was like I
though.
was like, "How many slices should I get, mom?" And she was like, I would start with 2. Start with 2 and be like, "Now what?"
Yeah. I'll get more.
Yep.
Oh, I live at the buffet.
Yeah, also self-serve, ice cream.
You That was my next point. I en my goal is to eat 1 ice cream cone per meal. I might not fit on the screen here next time you guys see me after
Yes,
that.
we'll take a picture of before and after.
I'd be down for
Your
that.
cheeks are
I'd be down. We'll do, like, a full body
gonna
picture.
be just red with inflammation, and
Ice cream still in my
you're gonna be
cheeks.
falling asleep during the podcast.
I'll be just hopefully, I'll have an ice cream cone again by then. Ah, dude, it's good. I cruises are fun.
I love cruises. I
Yeah,
know people talk bad about them, but just have a blast on 'em.
yeah. Have you been on more than one or just the one or
2,
yeah,
2, yeah, both Carnival.
yeah. I haven't been on well, last year was the first time I ever been on one.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I fully understand why people don't like it,
yeah.
like 100%, but
Yeah, it's the one thing,
you
like,
get
I kept
checked in there
right.
and, like
Now, the one thing, like, I kept thinking is, like, while we were out at sea, like, this is, like, day 2, so, like, you're in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, "Well, if anything happens, like, nobody's gonna know, like, they're gonna find out eventually, but, like, you're screwed."
yeah,
Like, all I'm seeing is blue across everything,
yeah,
right? Like, not anything else in sight. So, that was a 2-dayer, like or
mhm.
3-day, 2-night. This one's 6 days or something like that,
Yeah, I
so,
think I went on, like, 6 I loved it.
yeah.
I had so much fun.
I mean, last one I had a great time,
Yeah, and
so
I like that I wanna do, like, a Sid and I was actually talking about Sid, last night, like, I wanna go on a European, cruise where it's just, like, stop in Italy,
yep,
stop in or I'm not gonna start naming places because people are gonna be like, "You do realize that's not on the coast?"
yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, "No, I did not realize that."
But you can always
But
go
you know
in.
what I mean.
Well, sometimes they, like, stop for, like, over a day or so, and then, like, you stay there for the day or 2, and then you can
Yeah,
go in. There's ones like that.
I'll do that.
I'm so in on that. I would do that. I wanna go to
Alright,
Italy really bad.
same. Alright, we'll do that next year.
I'm down.
Alright, we'll look at, cruises.
The annual Crossover Athlete Insights in Italy trip. That'd be fun. Alright,
Sid and Jens would be like, "Really, guys?"
we would be in front of the pizzeria, eating a cannoli, and just ripping the pod. Everybody walked by like, "Who are these dudes?" I don't know.
Crossover Athlete Insights.
What do they call so, like, obviously, it's like gringos in Spanish. What is it? Do you have any idea?
Isn't, Spanish and Italian it's pretty similar, right?
So you're still a gringo? Like, you get what I'm saying
Yeah.
by that?
No, I got you, yeah. I will say, French is nowhere near English or Spanish.
Yeah,
So when we went over there, like, I was 0 help.
yeah,
Like, you
Oh, oui,
can't y
oui.
no,
That's all I all I
but,
know.
like, you can't even like, it's not even like, "Oh, that sounds like this." It's not none
Yeah,
of
not
that.
even
So,
close.
like
Spanish has a resemblance at
yeah,
least.
well, and, like, we kinda speak Spanish,
Yeah,
like, I can understand it,
right.
and, so, like, every time that we go, like, somewhere that speaks Spanish,
You're right.
like, I just kind of, like
Can piece it together at least. That's
yeah,
where
and, like,
I'm
I
at.
can be, like, I can ask questions and,
Mhm.
like, communicate, but over there, I'm just like,
Got no
I
clue.
felt
Does
so bad.
Spid
I
does
felt so bad.
does Sid speak French?
Um,
Un
she
un
knows
poco?
she knows, like, very minimal, but, like, enough to be, like, sound fluent, say, like, "Do you speak English?"
Yeah,
Like, or,
yeah,
like, stuff like that. Um, and, like, I tried, like, I've learned, like, please and thank you and, like, hello and stuff like that.
right.
Because everybody talks about how, like, French people are, like, rude and stuff, or people in Paris. I thought they were great.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
no,
never been.
it's just you just mind your own business, which is what I'm all about. Like, I hate walking down the street and, like, somebody's walking towards me, like, that I've never seen before, I'm never gonna see again. I'm expected to be like
Yeah.
I hate it. Um,
Who expects that?
everybody in the Midwest. Um, but there, it's just like, mind your own business.
Right.
I'm all for it. Um,
Yeah,
so, like, I didn't find people rude at all, and, like, I think a lot of times people are like, "Oh, they're rude because, like, I tried to talk to them and they didn't, they, like, scowled at me." It's like, "Well, did you try to speak French then?" Say, "No." "Okay." Imagine if a French person came over here and just started speaking French to you, it's like, I don't
I don't
know,
know what you're
like,
saying.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I get it.
Like like, "Hi," and
Yeah,
then if they're like, "Oh, yeah, I speak English," we're like, "Oh,
right. Then you get
have
it
a
done.
little feel, people."
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
think
be respectful of other cultures.
right.
So crazy. People are so dumb.
That is probably the biggest case of why that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, like, people assuming that, "Oh, I'm American,
This
oh,
is we only speak English.
we only speak American here."
United States. I love the United States though.
I like it, yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. I like a lot of places.
What?
I mean, I could see myself living in, Europe.
You would live there?
I think so, I'd miss football.
They're going there, bro. NFL going to
No, but you
Europe.
know what I mean. Like, whenever I was over there, the games were starting like, um, primetime games, they would start at I think it was, like, 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not staying up till 5 watching that.
That's why I like the West Coast, bro. I was watching the 8:30 games at 5:30, bro. I could watch the whole game and still go to sleep at a
Yeah,
normal
and then
time.
you don't have to be like, "Oh, like, I have to go to bed right now." It's like,
Yeah,
"Okay, like, I can, like, shower, decompress,
it's
and"
great. That is like the one thing that I loved about the West Coast.
yeah. I like it out west.
Yeah. I always said I was never coming back to Columbus.
Yeah. I mean, I think Sid and I will move somewhere eventually. Like,
Yeah,
I just wanna try another place out.
yeah.
Like, it's like we've gotten to travel so much, like, all around.
That's what I'm saying. That's
It's
why
like there's some sick places out there. It's like
super.
I I will say, like, the more I travel, the more I'm like, and then once I come back to Columbus, I'm like, "Man, like,
It's a
this is pretty
great
great."
no, it's a great town. It
It
really
really
is.
is.
And
The rest of Ohio, not so much, but, like, Columbus is just, like, super diverse. Like,
it's still growing.
it's
Like, it's
getting
not
huge.
stopping.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm a fan.
I like Charlotte a lot. That's one of my favorite cities. Have you been?
Yeah, I've been there, and I've not enough to, like, really
Yeah.
know.
No, it's good. Super nice. It's all new. Like, it's a newer starting town.
Yeah.
Really, it's all it comes down to.
Yeah. How much
Alright.
time are we at?
Now we're at a little over an hour, barely over.
Oh, okay. Chilling.
With that being said, though, we do appreciate you guys tuning in to this Saturday's edition of Crossover Athlete Insights with an S at the end. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment if you have any questions or want to see any future topics going forward. And if you wouldn't mind heading on over to our TikTok at Crossover Athlete Insights with an S at the end as well over there, and hitting that follow button. That helps us out so much. You have no idea. All right. Well, until next time, we'll see you on Tuesday.